Okay, so in Apex Trigger, so generally what happen in Apex Trigger and why do we use Apex Trigger? So Apex Trigger is generally a part of automation process, as we already have like workflow process builder flows in admin side. So after that we are needing the like Apex Trigger. So you know why do we use Apex Trigger? Because like there are lots of things where we cannot achieve from the workflow process builder and like out of box functionality, so that we need to achieve from process builder, sorry, Apex Trigger. Let's say we are doing the cross object DMLs and we are updating from parent to child, child to parent, and while creating and while deleting, while undeleting, and there are lots of many other actions as well. Okay, so that all few of the actions where we can achieve from the admin side only. So that's why we need to go to development side or the Apex Trigger. So this is also nothing, this is also like a work plan process builder only, but this is a like we have two type of trigger here. So one is before trigger, second is after trigger. So first is before, second is after trigger. So in case of before trigger, so what does it mean by before trigger? Before trigger means, let's say we are going to insert a data to database. Okay, it will execute. It will execute. It will it will execute like before the data is database to like data is inserted commit to database. Okay, so let's say in a simple word, if I'll tell you, let's say I have two object. I have two object. In two object, I'm writing a. So I have a object A and I have a object B. So in this object A, so what I'm trying to do here. So in this object A, I'm writing a trigger. I'm writing a trigger. So what is happening here? So if I'm writing the before trigger, if I'm writing the before trigger, so that will be work only for single object. Okay, that will be work on single object, and after trigger will be work for, let's say if I'm writing a trigger on a object, and then definitely I'm performing some action on B as well. Okay, in case of after, before means single object, after means two object. So I will write a trigger on a object, and it will show some exceptions and some validation or some execution, anything like result on the B object. So that is before and after. But let's say I'm inserting a data to a object, so that will throw you the validation before inserted to database, like before data to insert to database, because we are working on the single object only. But in case of after, so let's say we are inserting data to database in the a object, then first we will insert to database, then after that it will goes to B, then it will be inserted to into database. First it will insert, then it will insert. Even it means it's after. First it will insert, then once it is going to database, then they will understand, oh, it is going to database, then I need to execute. So then it will execute. First, after. That's why we are saying this is before and this is after. You got the point or not?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So now this is before and after. So in case of before, so we have multiple things here. Let's say we can say the simple words, not sent to technical words. It's a before. Let's say what can we achieve from the from the workflow from process builder? What do we do? So we have created and we have edited, right? We have created and we have edited two things. Created is converted here to insert, and edited is converted to update. So it's an update, inserted, insert, and updation. Okay, so two things which we have here. Okay, so apart from this, we had only two things in the in the like workflow and process builder, insert and update, but we didn't have like delete. We didn't have delete and undelete. Two DMLs we where we cannot perform in the case of out of box feature. So that we need to achieve with the help of trigger only. With the help of trigger only. Okay. So in Apex Trigger, so all these things, if we'll say, so that definitely we can say it's like DMLs, but in short way, like in the technical word, in case of trigger, so we'll say that's a events, like events. As I told you, before and after. Before insert, before update, after insert, after update, before delete, after delete, and after undelete. So we have 7 type of events in sales in case of Apex Trigger. So that is also an interview question, so anyone can ask you, so what is events in sales, events in trigger, and so how many type of events which we have, and how many type of trigger which we have. Okay, so you can say like this only. So trigger is nothing. So let's try to create one trigger, and parallelly we'll see the like things, how to do the things and all. So let's say, let me first check, so whether do we have a trigger on, let's say we are going to perform some action on contact object.
Also, we could have only one trigger for one object, is it? Or like,
That is a order of execution. Oh, 1 second.
and also the trigger can be.
Shit. Yeah, 1 second. So let's say we are going to implement a trigger on contact object now. Okay, so what is our functionality is? So let's say we'll do first, we'll perform some not complex functionality. Let's say if my phone number is Amarjit, then my name is Amarjit, then phone number should be my number, something like this. It's a very simple one. Okay, so let's say, we are working on the same object. So which trigger should be fired? Which event should be fired? So Kumar?
After, right? So once you have the name, then the phone number should
We are
populate,
working on a
right?
single object.
Oh, it's a single object. It's before.
Because if it is a single object, if it is name is null, not null, like if it is Amarjit, then my phone number should be there. Like that is before only, because we are working with the single object. Okay. Name with on trigger. So where we are working now? So we are working on the contact object. Okay, so it is showing, it is automatically by default, it is saying the before insert. Okay, before insert. So what we want here, we want insert, or we can do on the, in case of update, like created and updated. Before insert and before update. Okay, so what is our condition here? So let me do one thing here. So whatever data we are going to insert in your database, so we'll get the new ID, we'll get the new record ID. We'll get the new record ID. So that record ID, that is a list of new record ID. Okay, so let's say we are inserting the data. So which ID we will get it? So we'll get this like URL ID. Okay, this one. So let you know this ID. So we'll get all the details, name, last name, full name, and all whatever the details which we have. So to so do one thing. So whatever data we are getting, so we'll get that data in the list. Okay. So how we will get it? So let me show you. System.debug. So here we can put a debug statement. New data, something like this. Plus trigger.new. So what is trigger.new is? So now we'll get to know. So whatever data we are going to insert to database. So let me just do one thing. So we are working on the in case of update, in case of insert. So we can even update and we can even insert. So I'm going there and let me just check the logs. So it is showing ID, name, last name, like whatever data which we have, an image like last name and whatever data. It is a list. It is returning a list. So trigger.new, what it does. So it is a list. Okay, if at a time we are inserting multiple records with data loader and all, so that time it will return loads of IDs and loads of records at a time. Right, means we can say if we are getting data more than one, so it is a list, right? So now let me show you with insertion as well. So let's say we are saying Amarjit. We are saying Amarjit. So let's check whether we are getting the Amarjit or not. So we are getting Amarjit. Okay, in case of this, so we are getting Amarjit. Okay, so that is like returning a trigger.new, returning a list of records. So what can we do here? So if we have a more than one record, so to getting the record one by one, so we'll use a for loop. It's a for each loop.
Okay, so in which object we are writing the for loop? It's a contact object. It's a contact object. And what we are going to do here, whatever data we are getting in case of trigger.new. Or else you can do one more thing here, like you can say directly, you can say list of contact phone list is equal to 1 second. So we can say here, so it's a trigger.new, whatever data we are getting here, so we can store that data to that list, and that list we can use here. So indirectly we can do like this, but why we are writing the one more lines here? Okay, so why can't we do like this only? Okay, we are doing like this only. So now what was our condition is, if c dot last name, huh? Last name is equal to C dot last name is equal to Amarjit. Then what should happen? So my C dot phone should be updated with my phone number. That is my phone number. Okay, so I'm saving this record, and let me just. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let me just go there and let me just check. It's Amarjit now. It is showing my phone number. So have you observed one thing here? So we are not writing any DMLs here. Okay, we are not writing any DMLs. I didn't say to them, I didn't say to this trigger that we need to update the records. We need to insert the record. Like, and I'm not saying anywhere. I'm using events, but I'm not using any DML operation. DML means if I'm saying here, let's say if I'm saying here, update C, sorry, that is a DML. That is a DML, right? If I'm doing like this, okay, that it will throw an error message because on the same object we can, like in case of before trigger, we can never perform the DML operation. Okay, in case
should
of,
we understood?
sorry.
No, should we understand that if it does on the curly braces, like that's the updated information?
Didn't get
In
it.
the line number 5, you say if C dot last name is Amarjit, then
Ah,
you close the bracket, you open the flower bracket.
all right.
So if it is in the flower bracket, that's what the information which gets updated, which is not there. Is it something like that?
No. It doesn't mean like this only.
How should I read?
Let me remove this thing. Okay, so if I'll create the any of the record, so every time it will be updated with Amarjit like phone number. Let's say even I'm not putting any condition here. So I'm updating something like this only. Okay, that time as well, it will show like this only. Okay, so it doesn't mean that like we have to write the conditions, we need to add the checks and all. It doesn't mean
So
like
in contacts object, any data you update, the phone number gets updated.
right.
Gotcha.
Every time it will be updated. While if we are creating a new records, let's say if I'm doing the clones of this one and I'm removing this one and I'm saying here Kumar something like this, and I'm just saving the record, that time as well it is updating my phone number because we are doing the hard code here. Okay, so because in case of before trigger we can never perform any DML operation, but if I'm writing here after one, let's say I'm saying after insert or after update, something like this, and what I'm trying to do here so if I'll do let's say why I'm writing after, so let's say I'm inserting this record, contact record, and parallelly what I want, any other record should also be created. Let's say account should also be created, proportionate should also be created, something like this. So let's do one thing like this only. So now let me create one of the record on account object, account acc is equal to new account acc dot name Kumar and Kumar SFDC, something like this. Parallelly, what can we do here? So let's say if I'm writing one thing here, I'm saying insert ACC. So is it fine or not? Rahul, tell me. This seems fine or not? Where is like there is some mistakes I'm doing, or everything is perfect?
ये तो सही लग रहा है
Okay, Vishwanath.
कुमार I don't know by
No, you say like whenever if there is a before, we should not have that any DML, right? So,
No, we are using
No.
after as well, no?
after insert
but
there is
still it's a trigger.
No,
I
it's a
don't know.
it's
For
a
me,
trigger. So okay, no worry. So that will make you confused like this. Now tell me. So where is the mistake?
there is a on contact object you give in for loop you given a contact object, okay,
Ye-
but we are inserting the records on account object. How can it take? Yeah, there is a in for loop.
No.
We are writing a trigger that new one.
No, that will work. That will work. There is no issue. But issue is that we are doing the insert inside the for loop. We are doing the DML inside the for loop. That is
Yeah.
not a perfect fit.
Okay.
So to overcome this issue, so what can we do here? So let me just remove like do this thing, and let me perform all the actions. Okay. So we'll perform. So how will we get to know like we are performing before, after, and update insert what we are going to perform? So we'll get to know here. So now what I'm trying to do here first. So let me just create a list of account, ACC list, new list of account. Let me just add all this account in this list first. And whatever data I'm writing, DMLs I'm writing here. So I will do the DMLs inside the outside the for loop. So you know why we are doing like this? So why we are doing like this, Kumar, you know?
I don't know.
Okay, no worry. So why we are doing here, let me tell you. So you know, let's say if I'm getting so let me just show you practically. Let me just show you. See, this is my trigger.new. So let me remove trigger.new and let me do one thing here. So on list of so I'm removing all these things. I'm just making all these things revert. Insert ACC. And let me just check how many record do we have in contact object as well. So if it is more than 150, 87 only, yeah, shit. It should be more than that. Or else let me just check an account object. It should be more than 150 actually. You know, like we cannot perform things more 29 only. And on opportunity 30 only. Okay, let me do one thing. Contact C for loop integer I equal to 0. Two hundred. something like this I'm doing. Okay, something like this I'm doing. So it is showing it's an insert field like duplicate. Is there any duplicate reports or what? So let me just check. It's a trigger dot new name with phone trigger. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just deactivate this trigger as well. First, let me just deactivate this trigger. So let me just go to contact triggers. So what they are. So we also can deactivate this one. Okay. So now what I'm trying to do here, let me just execute this one. So it is executing now. So have you observed this thing? Like we are doing the insert inside the, or we are doing the DML inside the for loop. We are doing the DMLs inside the for loop. This is my for loop. Okay, that is also my for loop. So if we are getting a reports more than 200, we are getting a record to, because I will be iterate till 200. First 0 record will come. Okay, my contact will be created. 1 record will come to 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 200. But maximum we can perform DML, we can perform only 150 DMLs we can do in the per transaction. Okay, but here how many we are doing? 200. So that is not a best practice. To overcome this issue, so if I'm trying to execute this one, so what it is showing? It is showing the error. Limit exception. DML, too many DMLs, statement 151. We cannot perform more than 151 DMLs. Okay, so how can we check how many DMLs we are doing or not? So we'll go to any of the debug log. So how can we'll tell you how to check. So let me just overcome this issue first. Okay, so how can we overcome this issue? So we'll go to list of contact. Phone list is equal to new list of contact, and whatever phone list we are adding here, so we'll do one thing. We'll add this thing inside the for loop, and let me remove this insert. So because every time it is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every time DML is performing, right? Every time it is counting that my governor limit is hitting. So now, so insert. So now like this, if I'll do, so what will happen? So 1 record will come, it will be added to this one. Second record will come, it will add it to this one. Every time DML will be not be performed. Okay, every time once my full transaction will be completed, like 200 record will be added to in this phone list. Finally, if everything is finished, so at the end of the execution, then it will line number 7 will be perform the DML operation. So now our governor limit will not be performed like executed. So it will say, okay, 151 is not like it is not exceeding the governor limit. It will count as a 1 DML. So no, not 151, not 200. Got it or not? Let me just click on execute button now. So now it is not showing any error message. And now let me just check whether we are getting the records in database or not. So we'll go to contact object. It should be like, see, it is showing Bharat, Kumar SFDC 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So previously it was around 39 and something like this, I guess. So now it is showing 287, right? It is performing a DML operation. So, so like this, can check where is the records and all. So I think previously, yes, previously some record is also created. So you understood or not now? Kumar.
Sorry, I had
200 तक चलेगा.
So if you want to check the governor limits as well, so we'll go there and we can check their
150.
DML operation. We can perform 150 DMLs. It is showing 1 out of 150. We have performed 1 DML. So we have performed 1 DML. And if you are writing, let's say I'm writing 119, and here what I'm trying to do here, let me remove this thing, let me remove this thing, and let me just remove this thing. And what we will do, we'll do right here, insert home. Okay, so now we'll check how many DMLs is performed. Like it is not exceeding the governor limits, right? Because it's 119. And what DML is saying, it is 150, right? So what I'm writing here, 119. So total 120 DML should be performed. So let me just check. record is inserted database or no? It is not showing any error message. So we'll go there and we'll check. It should be around 120, not. It is 119, close to limit. It is, yeah, what we write it, 119. So it is 119 out of 150, close to limit, right? So it is not a best practice, whether it is inserting to database. I'm not saying it is 287. Let me refresh this one. It is 406 now. It is inserted, but this is not a best practice. You are getting the point on a business way. Please tell me, like, you are understanding or not.
No, we understand.
Rahul?
नहीं, अभी आपने 200 चलाया, उसके बाद 120, 200 भी तो चला।
अरे सी 200 हमने चलाया था, जो 200 का मतलब क्या था कि भाई हमने 200 यहाँ पे
बाउंडेड।
हाँ 200 हमने लिखा है यहाँ पे। 200 का मतलब है कि जो मैं यहाँ पे देखो 19 लिखा मैंने, 119, तो क्या आएगा, पहले मेरा 0 रिकॉर्ड आएगा, पहले मेरा एक बार ये रोटेट करेगा, 0 टाइम घूमेगा, फिर मेरा 1 टाइम घूमेगा। 1 टाइम मतलब एक रिकॉर्ड आया, मेरा एक कॉन्टेक्ट क्रिएट कर दिया, ठीक है, मेरा एक परफॉर्म हो गया। डीएमएल मेरा कितना बोलता है, 150 से ज्यादा मैं चल नहीं सकती, एक चल गया मेरा, तो फिर क्या हुआ, एक चल गया। फिर दूसरी बार दूसरा रिकॉर्ड आया, 119 119 नंबर लिखा हुआ ना, फिर दूसरा आया, फिर ये दूसरी बार परफॉर्म हो गया, फिर तीसरा आया, तीसरी बार परफॉर्म होगा, 4 5 6 7 समथिंग लाइक ये चलता रहेगा। कब तक चलेगा? 119 तक चलेगा, ठीक है, 119 तक चलेगा। जो मैं यहाँ पे 200 लिख देता हूँ, तो ये कब तक चलेगा मेरा, ये 200 तक चलेगा। अब जब 200 तक चलेगा तो ये काउंट होता रहेगा कि एक डीएमएल होगी, दूसरी डीएमएल होगी, तीसरी डीएमएल होगी, चौथी डीएमएल होगी, 200 डीएमएल होगी। अब जब 150 के बाद 151 आ जाएगा ना, 151 डीएमएल पे आएगा 200 तक, तो ये एरर मैसेज दे देगा, क्योंकि 150 हम कर ही नहीं सकते। 150 गवर्नर लिमिट है सेल्सफोर्स की, हम कर ही नहीं सकते, ठीक है। हाँ, तो आपने देखा होगा यहाँ पे, देखो ये बता रखा है गवर्नर लिमिट जो है 150 से ज्यादा हम कर ही नहीं सकते। तो उस टाइम पे ओवरकम, इस इशू को ओवरकम करने के लिए हम लोग करेंगे क्या, डीएमएल हमको करना है, और हमको 200 इवन 2 लाख रिकॉर्ड्स इंसर्ट करवाने हैं डेटाबेस में। इवन 200 नहीं, 2 लाख रिकॉर्ड, 2 मतलब 2 करोड़ रिकॉर्ड इंसर्ट करवाने, मतलब समथिंग कुछ ऐसा ऑपरेशन है। तो उस टाइम पे हम लोग करेंगे क्या, हम लोग इसको यहाँ से हटा देंगे, हम एक लिस्ट बना लेंगे जो फॉर लूप से बाहर होगी, और इस हर एक आइट्रेशन पे हर बार जैसे भी घूमती है, जैसे भी लूप आइट्रेट होती है, उस टाइम पे इसको हम हर बार उसको इसको अंदर ऐड करवा लेंगे। जैसे मेरे एक रिकॉर्ड आया, फर्स्ट रिकॉर्ड आया, तो इसके अंदर ऐड हो गया, ठीक है। एक रिकॉर्ड आया, इसके अंदर ऐड हो गया, दूसरा रिकॉर्ड आया, इसके अंदर आया, तीसरा आया, 200 रिकॉर्ड्स आए, 2 के 200 इसके अंदर ऐड हो गई। अब डीएमएल तो अपना एक भी नहीं हुआ अभी तक, बट मैं क्या करता हूँ, जैसे मेरे सारे के सारे रिकॉर्ड्स इस लिस्ट के अंदर ऐड हो जाते हैं, तो सबके सबको मैं एक बार में इंसर्ट करवाना चाहता हूँ, सबके सबको। मतलब मैं 150 टाइम नहीं चलाना चाहता इसको, मैं चलाना चाहता हूँ इसको एट 1 टाइम ओनली। समझ में आया?
हाँ।
तो ये सीन है। तो अभी मैं एग्जीक्यूट पे क्लिक करूंगा तो मेरे 200 रिकॉर्ड्स और डेटाबेस में इंसर्ट हो जाएंगे। 406 है तो 406 से मेरे 606 हो गए, देखो, ठीक है। तो ये सीन है, इसको ऐसे अभी समझ में आया विश्वनाथ? विश्वनाथ तो है ही नहीं मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ पे, ओके, नो वरी, ठीक है। सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर नॉट डूइंग द insertion inside the for loop. We are not doing any DML inside the for loop. That's why you might be heard about this. It's a best practice. We should not do the DMLs inside the for loop. Okay, so that's the reason. And so here what we are trying to do here, we are writing before, after, and all. So how can we check, how can we get to know, like, it should be performed as a before, it should be performed as a after, it should be performed as a before insert, it should be performed as a after update. So what our condition is, our condition is, let's say if I'm creating a new records, if I'm creating a new records in the database, so once my record is inserted to database, my phone number should be 1234590. okay, so if I'm updating the record on the same object, then my phone number should be 0 to 1, like opposite. Okay, or else we can say once my record is inserted, my record is updated, So inserted, so I can say it's a inserted phone number. Okay, it should be like this. If I'm updating the phone number, then it should be updating. Okay, in case of insertion, it should be insertion. In case of updation, it should be updation. But in case of inserting the contact, parallelly, my account should also be created. Okay, that is my 3 requirement here. So we want to achieve all these things with one trigger only. Okay, so what can we do here? So I'm writing a trigger on contact object. I'm writing before insert. Before मतलब single object पे हम काम कर रहे हैं. Before मतलब single object पे काम कर रहे हैं contact पे. After मतलब contact से हमें account का record create करना है. जैसे contact का record create हो, my account record should also be created. Okay, that is my requirement. So now how can we do here? So we have a context variable. In this picture we have context variable. So that will help us to segregate the things. Means अलग अलग करने के काम आता है. ठीक है, तो इवेंट्स को अलग अलग करने का सेग्रीगेशन करने का काम आता है वो. सो हाउ कैन वी राइट दिस वन? सो दैट इज इन द इफ कंडीशन. सो इट्स अ ट्रिगर डॉट is before. We can say trigger dot is before